been, Carol, like me, has also been on numerous Adventure Women trips.
Yeah. Yes. So anyway, I'm going to share my screen and oh, yep, there's Gray. Let's see. Okay. Um, can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And I think we have everyone here. And Gray, I thought you were just going to listen in, but you were able to get onto Teams. So
Yeah, I got out early, so.
oh, great. Oh, great. Okay, well, this is great. I think we have everybody but maybe one guest, Carol, who is not on the call. So my name is Mary JC. I'm your trip manager. I'm the one that you've been emailing and getting emails from. And I just want to welcome you to this trip. Um, it seems like a great time in Piedmont. Um, so this what the purpose of this, we just started doing this at Adventure Women, where we would do these virtual calls, and it's more kind of for you guys to meet each other. You could put some faces to some names before the trip starts, and I'll just go over the logistics. We won't get into the nitty gritty part of the itinerary because you've already got the itinerary. And that's kind of, we want to keep it a surprise. There's always the elements of surprises. So, but if you do have any questions, just let me know. And this is really just for you to ask any questions, just go over some logistics, meet each other, and hopefully you'll feel prepared for the trip. So this is kind of the quick agenda that I have planned, but at any time, if you have any questions, just let me know. So the first thing I'd like to do is if you guys could just kind of introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, why you chose the trip. I know a lot of you are also going to spend some time before and after in Italy. If you want to kind of share those plans, what you're going to do, that might be nice. So, and if you've been on other Adventure Women trips like Arliss had, let us know. So Arliss, do you want to start?
Sure, sure. My name's Arliss Miles, and I am in my car in Houston, Texas. Carol and I both live in the NASA region, southeast of the major Houston area. Carol and I have traveled on numerous Adventure Women trips, and if I'm not mistaken, this may be number 9 for me. I have to go
Oh,
back
wow.
and I love Adventure Women. I'm a huge fan. Took my first trip with Adventure Women in 2018, and I went on the Baja trip. I've been on twice to Baja, once for whales and once for the other thing. Uh, I think it was sea lions and stuff. I've been on safari. I got back from the Galapagos. I'm scheduled for Croatia and Japan. So
Wow.
I love, yeah, I travel alone because my husband can't travel anymore. And anyway, so I told you I was from Houston. Carol and I both are. And why I chose this trip, I've been on Adventure Women to put an Italy trip on for those of us who don't want to climb the Dolomites, for goodness sake. It's like, when are we going to cook and eat pasta, you guys? I don't want, I live at sea level. I don't do high up things very well. So this is the Italy trip that I've been waiting for Adventure Women to plan. And I think I was the first one with my name on the list. I'm so
Great.
excited. I'm very excited.
Great. Nicole, do you want to go next?
Sure. Nicole, I am originally from North Carolina, but I live in Texas also. I live in a small town called Lindale, Texas, like an hour and a half east of Dallas. I am also super excited about this trip. I've never been to Italy before. I've been fortunate enough to do a lot of travel, but I haven't done any travel since COVID. So it's been quite some time. I am well overdue for some travel. I have a milestone birthday coming up this year, and I was like, it is time. And so I was looking around. It's just me. I was looking for a safe way to travel. And I didn't want to have to use my brain to make all of the plans and do all of the things. And I found Adventure Women, and it seems like a really fantastic group and opportunity. And I'm really jazzed to make and eat pasta. I do not want to do the maximum activity that is not my lifestyle. So I'm really excited for the balance of things to like go and do and some stuff and then also eat everything under creation. Pretty jazzed.
Great.
Yes, me too.
I second the eating, Nicole.
Yes, I'm telling everyone at my job that I will be eating everything. I keep getting like bits of feedback and of various. I do a lot of troubleshooting at my job, so every piece of troubleshooting, I'm telling people this is just another pastry. Every bit of troubleshooting is just another pastry that I will be eating.
Another pastry. Love that. So Tracy and Amelia, do you guys want to go next?
Sure, we're all about the food as well. My name is Tracy Coyle, and this is my daughter, Amelia Coyle. And we are originally from Connecticut, moved up to Derry, New Hampshire, about 4 years ago.
Actually,
Five.
five.
Wow. Time flies.
Time
I
flies.
homeschooled my children. I have a older son who is 25 and graduated, and he's a mathematics teacher at high school. And my daughter is 19, going to university in the fall. And yes, she's taking a gap year, which affords her to be with me now. Why Italy?
Sounded fun.
We have never been to Italy, believe it or not. We have been all over the world. We've lived in South Korea, Singapore, France, I mean, India, and you'd think it would be, a no-brainer to go to Italy, but never been. And I
Wow.
love the opportunity with the food and the truffle hunting and the beekeeping. It is just so up my alley. I'm a food scientist, nutritionist, so it's just
Oh, wow.
so perfect for me. And let's see.
I second that.
Yeah. And I actually like the fact that I went to Iceland, I want to say 3 years ago
With Adventure Women.
with Adventure Women, and we were on the go every single day. And it was a fabulous trip, but I like the idea that we're actually going to be staying in one spot
Yeah.
and coming home and sharing a common meal together and the fellowship. I really like that, so that we're not so exhausted at the end of our trip. We are actually coming in earlier. We're leaving on the 17th, arriving on the 18th. Believe it or not, we're staying in the wonderful airport hotel because that's where we're meeting, because us coming in earlier, it will give us a chance to just sleep and acclimate.
Yep.
On the end of the trip, we're going to be going to stay in Milan, and we're going to see
The Last
Supper and La Scala and so on and so forth. So that's us. But Amelia,
Awesome.
You said I have nothing else
well,
to
you
add.
guys tell about your university
I don't. Well,
experience.
yes, I'm going to university this fall, which I'm super excited for. As my mother said, I'm taking a gap year, and so this year I've been applying to college, and I'm currently volunteering, assistant coaching for my former tennis team. Go Pinkerton. And yeah, I'm really excited to just kind of take a little bit of a break from college applications, and it's kind of like the milestone at the end of this journey, so it should be a lot of fun.
Yay.
I think you're going to bring a lot of energy to this group, Amelia.
Oh boy.
You guys better look out.
I hope it rubs off.
It's
You can
awesome.
be a hard napper though,
I
so it can go both ways.
Awesome. Gray, do you want to go next?
Sure. So for Nicole, I'm originally from North Carolina, Fayetteville. I went to
nice.
Appalachian State. I used to have a cabin in Valley Crucis, and I still have family in Greensboro and Raleigh. So just thought I'd throw that in there. I originally did Adventure Women in 2013 with the founder, Susan. I went to Iceland. I ended up going twice on the horseback riding treks. which was a completely different vibe than the trip I just went on. And then in the fall, I went to Morocco, which was great, but it was a bit grueling because we spent a lot of time in cars, or in a bus. And I think all of us didn't quite understand how much time we were spending in a vehicle. So we didn't there wasn't a lot of activity. There was one day of hiking, but it was just, we traveled at sometimes 6, 8 hours a day, sometimes 2 or 3 hours a day. And we went from place to place. So I've been to Italy a few times, but I've never been to this region. And I really love the idea of just like going somewhere and having fun and doing cool activities I would never be able to do on my own. I can't go rent a villa by myself. The beekeeping, the truffles. I love wine as well. And food, all about that. Electric bikes, I love doing. The hiking sounds like it's, kind of low key, just not too intense because I'm not really into doing giant mountain treks. So yeah, and I'm getting in like a day early, and I get in if everything goes well. I ride super early, so I'm going to go and spend one night up in Como, the Como region, and then come back via train, leave some luggage at the airport, and then afterwards I'm going to spend a few nights in Bologna.
Nice, nice.
Oh, and I
And
live
then
in Florida now, Jupiter, Florida.
nice.
I'll be flying out from
Lovely.
Florida. I'm driving to Florida tomorrow to my mom's house to drop off my dog.
Oh,
Um,
really? From
yeah.
Texas?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that's a
Oh,
trek.
wow.
What you're not leaving early though, right?
Oh, I get up at like 5 and then hit the road. And I have an older sister who's like right around the halfway point in Mississippi in Biloxi. And so I stop at her house and then the second day. So it's a 2-day trip.
Cool. Well,
And
be
but you're
safe.
flying, yeah, but you're flying in the day the trip starts. So
Oh,
you're
yes,
not
I'm
arrived.
sorry.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I arrive on the 20th and then I am leaving from Milan to Copenhagen and staying
Oh,
there for
cool.
a little extra time.
And then
Perfect.
Kate, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. So I am Kate Spears. I'm coming to you from the northern suburbs of Chicago. This will be my second Adventure Woman trip. I went on the Turkey trip a couple of years ago, which was fantastic. And so I've been looking for a trip like this. I'm one of those weird people that I'm like really into mushrooms. And so when I when I saw that there was truffle hunting, I'm like, oh my God, these are great. These are my people. Um, so I'm coming in a few days early. I'll be in Milan for a few days, going to La Scala, hearing Turandot at La Scala on Saturday night. Um, doing hopefully cram in as much art as possible, right, around those couple of days. And then afterwards, I'm actually going to go to Tuscany, Florence and Tuscany for about 10 days. But in addition to the mushrooms, I just thought that this was a great combination of activities, like someone else said, between the hiking and a little bit of biking and the really intrigued to learn more about the slow food movement and that sort of thing. So just really looking forward to it. And I'm glad that it's a, sort of a smallish group so we can really get to know each other and everything.
Yep. You guys and the 2 cooking mamas. I cannot wait to hear about the cooking mamas. Great. Well, I think this is great. Like I said, I think there's only one other guest who's missing, and that's Carol. And Carol's been on several trips, and I mean, our list, she's gonna love you all.
I'll
So
fill it. Yeah, I'll fill her in. She'll probably watch the replay, but yeah, we'll talk.
yeah. So
Mary, will
um,
you be on the trip?
no, unfortunately, I won't. There's 4 of us who kind of manage all the trips within Adventure Women. So I'll be back here in the East Coast. So, but as you know, this is the map. You're flying into Milan, and then you'll meet in Milan, and you'll drive to the Piedmont region to the house in Monte Roro. I'm not quite sure how to say that. I don't know any Italian, but this is the map. And you'll meet up with Emily. So Emily is going to be your guide because it's a smaller group. We're not sending an Adventure Women ambassador, but Emily will be there and she'll be staying at the house with you. And you know, we've talked to Emily over Zoom, and she's great. You're really gonna love her. I'm gonna, since most of you have been on a trip, except for Amelia and Nicole, what we do at Adventure Women is I'll set up a WhatsApp group a couple of days before the trip starts, and it will have everybody will be in the group. I think everybody is on WhatsApp, but Amelia, I have your mom's phone number. So if you want to just update your record or shoot me your your cell phone number, and then you can be on the group. And Emily will join the WhatsApp group probably the day before the trip starts. She'll meet you at the airport. She'll have a sign that will have the name, Venture Women's name on it. And she'll probably give you some more details the morning of, like exactly where she is. But that's Emily. One thing that they'll do on this trip is, and I'm not quite sure how exactly it's going to work, but they do have an audio guide. So like when you're walking around, she'll probably be able to talk to you. They'll give you some headphones so you can listen to. So when you're in a group, you don't have to stop and all congregate. They will have sanitized headphones that you can use. If you want to use your own headphones, they have to be fitted with a little auxiliary jack, and there's a picture of it. But anyway, they'll provide the headphones. So with a small group, I'm not sure how often you'll use the headphones, but I just wanted you guys to be aware that they'll offer headphones in some instances. Maybe when you're truffle hunting so you don't get lost.
And Amelia will be texting us in the morning time where in the airport she is specifically, because that could be a big hit.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Typically, it's usually where you come out of, when you come out of the airport. Nicole is arriving the day of. I know, Nicole, you're arriving kind of in the morning. They're going to meet around 1:30. So the meeting place may change, but she will have specific instructions on where to meet. It's typically right outside the immigration's door. You know, when you collect your bag and then you go out the door, it's usually there. But if anything changes, she'll WhatsApp the group.
Thank you.
Yep. So you meet on the 20th, you'll drive to the house, you'll stay at the Casogallo house, and then you'll get dropped off at the airport in Milan. And everyone's flights kind of match up in terms of the parameters. So you'll get to the airport late morning, and I think most of you are flying out around 2 o'clock-ish or after that. So this is the house. You'll be staying in this, I guess we don't even call it a house, we need to call it a villa. But it's a gorgeous villa. You've got the kitchen where the Italian mamas will come in and cook for you a couple of nights. There's a pizza oven outside. You'll have the pizza demonstration. You'll make your own pizza. It just looks really beautiful. There is a pool on the premises. Unfortunately, I don't think it'll be ready. Might be a little too cold for a pool, but there's a bocce court. There's ping pong, I think, a ping pong table. I think there's a piano in the villa. It looks beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then just a couple of, basic things. There is Wi-Fi in the house. If you want to get onto the internet, you can. If you want to watch Netflix late at night, you probably can get onto that. We will be using WhatsApp, so I went over the WhatsApp group. The outlets, it's the two pronged outlet, so you want to bring a universal adapter. Italy also uses the type F and the type L, which is a 3-prong. I think in the house it's will probably be the 2-prong, but again, if you, a universal adapter would work best. The weather looks nice. It looks like it's going to be in the high 60s, low 70s. So you'll want to wear layers. Bring a raincoat just in case. You'll want to bring closed-toe shoes. You know, when you're truffle hunting, you'll go through like some leaves. It could be a little muddy. So you just want to make sure you have some sturdy boots and shoes for that. So we talked a little bit about the activities. You know, there's a little bit of walkings. There's the e-biking. The e-biking that day or that afternoon, it's about an 18-mile ride that you'll do. There will be a van following you. So in case you find it too hard, or maybe, you know, the bike isn't, e-bikes might be a little, if you're not used to it, that could be a little difficult. Whatever, we do have a van as a backup if you need to stop and, you know, want to just kind of follow along in the van. Helmets will be provided for the e-bike, so you'll get all suited up for that. You know, the hiking and the walking, it's not too bad. You'll do a short walk on the second day or the first day, the day after you arrive, and then there's a about a 5-mile hike later on in the trip that you'll do. But other than that, you know, you can walk around along the premises in the area. I'm sure it's just gorgeous to walk around that. So you'll do you'll visit the honey farm, the truffle hunting, which seems awesome. You'll meet the dogs. I think there might be 3 dogs that the company that we use will have. You'll visit the cheese farm, the winery. You'll just visit a lot of really cool things, and you'll do a lot of great eating. The cash, you know, it's euros in Italy. Most places will take a credit card, but if you do want to get some cash, there's ATMs at the airport, and some of the villages that you can find usually have at least 1 or 2 ATMs that you can get cash out of. Gratuities, tipping in Europe is typically, you don't do it. So really the only tipping that you'll have to do on this trip is the head guide, which we recommend 5 to 10 euros a day, but it's totally up to you. Tipping can be so subjective at times, so you can tip whatever you feel like is necessary, but we suggest 5 to 10 euros. And again, a couple of things to pack, you know, make sure you pack your rain jacket or poncho, closed-toe shoes for biking and the truffle hiking. You might want to think about waterproof, just, I don't know how muddy the trails will be. Dress in layers. It can be cool at night and cool in the forest. And to bring your appetite, because there's going to be a lot of eating. So, and
with regards to the truffle hunting, how long will we be truffle hunting for?
I think it's about 3 to 4 hours.
Okay.
It's the morning,
Perfect.
yeah. Yeah. And that's really all I have. You know, I like I said, the point of these calls is just kind of to put some faces to some names, and just kind of go over the logistics, and to answer any questions as you are all starting to pack, if you have any questions.
So it seems like, I mean, I'll have other clothes with me because I'm coming in early and staying late, but it seems like we don't really need like dress up clothes, like, you
No.
know, casual is fine. Okay.
Casual and comfortable is key. So.
Okay. And I know that I can arrange this, you know, the day of, but so I'm actually staying at an airport hotel on the 20th, you know, so when everybody goes back, and can I just ask Emily if they can drop me off at that hotel rather than the airport?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yep, that's no problem at all. Yep.
That's a good question because Carol and we're coming in a day early and staying at an airport hotel, but we're staying just an extra day. Carol and I both are caregivers, and so we can't extend our trip a long time, but we are gonna go into Milan that afternoon. So I was wondering the same thing, if we could be dropped off somewhere else besides the airport.
As long as it's close enough to the airport, it should not be a problem. So,
No, we're staying in Milan. We're actually going to stay in
oh,
Milan.
you're in Milan.
Yeah. So we may just get a drop off and then get a cab into the city.
Yeah, I mean, I would check with Emily
Okay.
when you first
Good.
meet her and just see what the
Okay.
options are. It sometimes it'll work. Sometimes she may say it's best that you just take a cab into Milan. So,
There's
We'll
also a
figure it
good
out.
train system, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, I've read that.
So if we were to take a cab or Uber or whatever they have over there, how long of a ride is it?
I am not sure. I have never been to Milan.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I actually have that information from my hotel because, so I guess Malpensa is, sort of like the Denver International. It's like way outside the city.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, as opposed to the other two airports that serve Milan. So it can take about an hour. And like the private transfer, when I asked my hotel to arrange a private transfer from when I fly in from Chicago, it's 100 euros for a private transfer. Now, granted, you could take the train and you could do just some other stuff, but I have found in my experience that at least the day you get there, you're sort of, out of it, just get in
Yeah.
your own car, right? But it can be a long time.
Okay, I'm asking also more so for the back end of the trip for when I have to go from Milan to back to the airport.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what,
we
so
have
that's
like,
what
I
I'll be
think we have
doing
like
on
a 9:30 flight in the morning, I need to gauge. Okay, thank you. And I'm gonna I'll have a private car, I think bring us,
Yeah, we'll be fine.
yeah, we'll be okay.
Yeah. So great. So yeah, so guys have any other questions? Let me know. I will be setting up the group WhatsApp.
Oh,
Well,
I have one more question.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Kate and Arlen's jumping in.
So I
Do
was
they
just
have- are you-
wondering, I was wondering if anyone had identified like a book or even a movie or any thing about the Piedmont region, because you can get all sorts of stuff on Tuscany and Florence and Milan, of course, but not so much on the Piedmont region. Did anyone come across anything that they thought was helpful?
I have a book on
No.
Piedmont that my husband gave me for the holiday. I haven't dug into it, so I'm reluctant to tell you.
Okay.
When I dig into it, which should be yesterday or today,
No,
I
that's
will take a
fair.
picture of it for you, and I can send it to Mary or something. So,
That's fair.
but yes,
Thank you.
I kind of perused through it a little bit, but we're doing something so specific that I
Mhm.
kind of wanted to take the itinerary and kind of look into the book to see if there was something about from that itinerary that we're doing that they explained. Because in general, it's about the Piedmont region.
Okay.
I
Thanks.
have a quick question, Mary.
Yeah.
In the past, they've also set up Google groups so we could
Oh yes.
share our photos.
Great question. So what we have we've moved from Google Photos to what's called Photo Circle. And Photo Circle is really, it's much easier to use than Google Photos. And when I set up the WhatsApp and send you the WhatsApp group, I will send you the link for Photo Circle. And the reason why I do it on WhatsApp is because if you don't already have Photo Circle downloaded to your phone, it's much easier to do it on your phone than to do it on the web, because once you have the app on your phone, it's literally, you're taking pictures, and then you see a great picture you want to share with the group. You just click on that photo and download it to Photo Circle, and then everyone gets to share it. So, so I will do that when I set up the WhatsApp group and send you the link. I'll also send you, I'll pin on the top of the WhatsApp group emergency numbers in case like something were to happen on the trip, you know who to call. And Emily will also be on the group chat too. So you can also, Emily will see, you know, anything that happens too. So you can reach out to Emily. So.
Perfect.
Yeah. Any other questions, concerns?
No, very
No?
excited.
Yeah. Oh, great. Great. Well, I want to thank you for taking the time, and I hope you found this to be a little informative, and you know, this get to see everyone who's on the trip, and I think Amelia's going to have a lot of fun. So yeah, so anyway, well, if you have any questions, you know where to find me. Like I said, next week I'll start the WhatsApp group, and yeah, if you have any, have a wonderful time and safe travels
Thank
to Italy.
you.
It was a pleasure.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Susan.
Nice to meet you all.
Bye.
Okay,
Bye.
bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.